Welcome to the Transitions Daily podcast. Transitions Daily is an online recovery group that offers a daily distribution of popular recovery resources accompanied by a secret Facebook group for discussion. We hope you enjoy today's readings.
This is Transitions Daily for May 23rd, read by Scott B. from Detroit, Michigan, USA. AA Thoughts for the Day. Acceptance. And acceptance is the answer to all my problems today. When I am disturbed, it is because I find some person, place, thing, or situation, some fact of my life unacceptable to me, and I can find no serenity until I accept that person, place, thing, or situation as being exactly the way it's supposed to be at this moment. Nothing, absolutely nothing happens in God's world by mistake. Until I could accept my alcoholism, I could not stay sober. Unless I accept my life completely on life's terms, I cannot be happy. I need to concentrate not so much on what needs to be changed in the world as to what needs to be changed in me and in my attitude. Alcoholics Anonymous, page 417, 4th edition. Note, Dr. Paul O., author of these words, passed away May 12, 2000. Thought to consider. My serenity is directly proportionate to my level of acceptance. Dr. Paul O., Alcoholics Anonymous, page 17. Acronyms. ABC. Acceptance, belief, change. Just for today. Inspiration. From the spiritual touch. At some time, perhaps in a more moderate way, nearly everyone has experienced the spiritual touch of God, the fleeting feeling of insight, love, joy, and the world is right. Once I thought that only unusual circumstances made these moments possible. Actually, I now think they are forecasts of what we can have if one is willing to take the time and make the effort. Peace, love, and joy can be sought through quiet thinking and honest prayer. The wholeness and the new awareness that is produced affects one's relationships with God and man to a degree greater than would seem possible in ordinary life. Came to Believe, 30th Printing, 2004, page 65. Daily Reflections. Spiritual Health. When the spiritual malady is overcome, we straighten out mentally and physically. Alcoholics Anonymous, page 64. It is very difficult for me to come to terms with my spiritual illness because my great pride disguised by my material successions and my intellectual power. Intelligence is not incompatible with humility, provided I place humility first. To seek prestige and wealth is the ultimate goal for many in the modern world. To be fashionable and to seem better than I really am is a spiritual illness. To recognize and to admit my weaknesses is the beginning of good spiritual health. It is a sign of spiritual health to be able to ask God every day to enlighten me, to recognize His will, and to have the strength to execute it. My spiritual health is excellent when I realize that the better I get, the more I discover how much I need the help from others. Copyright 1990, Alcoholics Anonymous, World Service, Inc. As Bill Sees It. AA School of Life. Within AA, I suppose, we shall always quarrel a good bit. Mostly I think about how to do the greatest good for the greatest number of drunks. We shall have our childish spats and snits over small questions of money management and who's going to run our groups for the next 6 months. Any bunch of growing children, and that is what we are, would hardly be in character if they did less. These are the growing pains of infancy, and we actually thrive on them. Surmounting such problems in AA, rather rugged school of life, is a healthy exercise. AA Comes of Age, page 233. Big Book quote. If we are planning to stop drinking, there must be no reservation of any kind nor lurking notion that someday we will be immune to alcohol. Alcoholics Anonymous, 4th edition. More about alcoholism, page 33. 24 hours a day. AA Thought for the Day. The 12th step of AA, working with others, can be subdivided into 5 parts. 5 words beginning with the letter C. Confidence, confession, conviction, conversion, and continuance. The first thing is trying to help other alcoholics to get their confidence. We do this by telling them our own experience with drinking, so that they will see that we know what we are talking about. If we share our experience frankly, they will know that we are sincerely trying to help them. They will realize that they are not alone and that others have had experiences as bad or worse than theirs. This gives them confidence that they can be helped. Do I care enough about other alcoholics to get their confidence? Meditation for the day. I fail not so much when tragedy happens as I did before that happening, by all the little things I might have done, but did not do. I must prepare the future by doing the right things at the right time now. If a thing should be done, I should deal with that thing today and get right with God before I allow myself to undertake any new duty. I should look upon myself as performing God's errands and then come back to Him and tell Him in quiet communion that the message has been delivered or the task done. Prayer for the day. I pray that I may seek no credit for the results of what I do. I pray that I may leave the outcome of my actions to God. Hazelden Foundation, P.O. Box 176, Center City, Minnesota 55012. My name is Scott, and I'm an alcoholic.
We hope you enjoyed today's readings. You can also receive Transitions Daily via email and discuss today's readings in our secret Facebook group. So for more information, go to dailyaaemails.com today.
Other than the 24 hours a day reading, unless otherwise specified, all quotes copyright Alcoholics Anonymous World Services, Inc. 1952, 1957, 1967, 1973, 1975, 1976, 1980, 1981, 1984, 1985, 1988, or 2001.